He needs the 9, then.
All right,
Is he
it's
up?
up.
I don't even know. He needs the.
I
Man,
think
Keyblade.
Keyblade, yeah, he's still got more ships.
That is so unfortunate.
That's the set if Jasmine can't pull a miracle.
Hey, if they
And it
still want to
would be a
watch, I just put
miracle.
it up.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, this game and one other one, he was typing at the start. He got wiped out by Keyblade.
Wow.
After Keyblade lost to Silver.
What's that mean for silver?
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Yeah.
All right, so it's me versus Keyblade. I'm. I don't know. I might be in trouble here.
No, you almost beat Rack. You should be more than fine.
Dude,
I don't know, dude.
Sand likes
But
to
I
play
struggle.
down.
I struggle versus Jassa, man.
No, Sand, you like to play down to your enemy. Like, if you're playing somebody worse, you get gradually worse as the set goes.
You know, the only other person who said that is Gamma. He's like, you always play exactly to your opponent's skill level. I was like, I don't do it on purpose. Believe me. I get mad, but okay. I'll be right back.
All right.
I think Sand's
Are you
gonna
here with me
win.
this one?
Huh?
You're here with me this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Sand 15 to 7, maybe 6, dude. This is one of those sets where I feel like Keyblade might struggle to even hit 4.
I think it'll be 15-8 in Sand's favor. Like 15-8, 15-9.
I mean, if Sand was like consistent, I don't think Keyblade would get past 4, but he really does play
Yeah, that's
down.
the thing, is like I never know what to expect from Sand. Like if he performs as he did versus Wreck, it should be like 15-5 or less. But if he performs like Sand any other day, um
Right, Sand loses to the craziest people that should never beat him.
yes. Like he is the lowest lows and the highest highs. Like in terms of like a spectrum or like how wide his own gap fighting himself is. Like this man has the best of days and the worst of days, and I'm not sure what he's bringing here this set versus Keyblade. So if I
I
had to
think
guess, I'm gonna stick with my 15-9.
I think we'll be able to tell based off of the first couple games what's gonna go down.
Right.
You never know, Keyblade could throw an upset, and Sand might bite his sarcasm before he left. All right. Well, Keyblade definitely has pride.
Yeah.
Alright. That's a good play. He got the float and everything.
Decent caps, but he's just behind on prod now, and it's a problem.
Yeah, he has to do something fast.
He's trying to pull off a trade, but it's not enough.
Yeah, that's not enough. You're gonna need at the very least the 8.
That was honestly a really bad 17. Did he not notice what was happening?
Oh, alright. Sand got the lead here. He was way more confident with his expansion. He did fail tunnel a little bit though. Alright, well, Keyblade just double tapped. And he's going to keep double tapping, apparently. I hope if that fleet's compressed, it's over. Alright, Sand might go for the 36, you think?
No, 36. Sand doesn't do that. He's not going to do that.
That's something I would do. I feel like it's very, if you have a float, defendable. I feel like you need it. You're so
I
far
might
away.
also, but I don't think this map is the right one because the distance is just close enough, and I feel like it's easy to spam on this map, right? Like I don't know, like
You're
that
both within
radial
each
sort of
other's
shape.
circles.
Right, yeah. It makes like getting pressure, building up pressure on this map is not hard. It's kind of easy.
We need a word for the planet that's like just surrounded by a circle of enemy planets. It's just easy to double tap.
I just circle, radial, like that, the circular sort of shape. I don't know. But it's definitely here on this map. That one frontward planet in the cluster. Very vulnerable. Very easy to spam.
I feel like if Keyblade does manage to win this, it's definitely gonna put his name out there. Cause
No,
like he's
this
beat
should be
some people,
Stan's
bro.
Yeah.
He just beat Yasm. It's an accomplishment, no matter how rusty they are. At least on paper.
Oh yeah, Jason's a great player. I know Sand is the better player, but
He's
I
playing
mean he's
down.
kind of
You can
struggling
tell right
here.
now. Well, Keyblade's not doing bad either. He's definitely being calm, cool, and collected. He's keeping afloat. He's doing a great job of establishing and keeping his pressure, even if he is just double tap spamming right now.
This is the spam I was talking about. Like it's so easy to spam on this map. I'm surprised nobody did it sooner. Like once you have pressure, it's really easy to maintain it.
Sand is going to get a cap there, finally. Sand needs to flip it around and get some pressure. Like if... Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Wow. I didn't expect that. I thought Keyblade was ahead. Wow, that's impressive. Okay.
Keyblade's tilted. For you to have a timer game that you were visibly ahead on and to lose so early into the set, that's sad. Alright, he cannot rush this.
Good 44.
It was. It's gotta be like an 89 prod.
That's how Keyblade lost to Silver. He tried to rush a large 48 across the map. Here he rushes a large 44 versus Sand.
I think it's probably one of the ones where I would have rushed just like Keyblade did. Alright, now you gotta take the 3 though, at least. Like,
Yeah, I think that the 20s. I mean, of course, the 20s could have won the game,
it's just the
but
shape. It's pretty easy to float.
yeah, it's difficult to defend. It's easy to attack, or it looks like it, but the terrain and the distance allows for the 20.
If you're playing somebody that's like using 20% and edging it towards like 50 and slowly defending like
Right.
that, you're not gonna win. So it's really a matter of who you're playing. Oh, Sand.
Yeah, Sand
Oh
is not.
no. Keyblade has the lead here.
Sand should surrender.
He's not going to. He can't risk it.
There's just not. You don't get anything from this.
Oh. This right here is his last chance. It's over.
Maps like those are just too tight. You can't be even one ship behind.
That's why I miss Bullet Con, dude. It actually
Yeah.
helped you with maps like that. Which is a skill. was pretty ugly by Sand. 30?
No.
30 now?
Absolutely not. You're trolling, right?
No.
You're trolling.
Keyblade is a much better floater than I thought he was, dude.
He is decent at floating, yeah. I think that's actually his strength, like out of anything, because he is high ping, so he's not fast. I don't even think he's like a mastermind expander, but he can float.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I was not trolling. He kind of reminds me of how I play, just looking at him.
Right.
Like, if he was to relate to anybody, I feel like it'd be me.
I just disagree because yes,
Look at
you're
that.
floating. Yeah, you're floating strong, but it's not like the thing that defines you. Like I feel like you're more well-rounded. Like you have strengths in all areas. Floating maybe is your strongest, but not as pronounced like relative to your other skills as Keyblade maybe. Like Keyblade's floating, I think, is much better than his expansion, or it's much better than his speed, of course, his mechanics.
Yeah.
Whereas
Like,
you have solid mechanics, you have solid expansion. So your floating stands out less.
well, the reason I say this about Keyblade, though, is because he's doing what I do when I float. He's doing, like, the make your enemy dizzy type floats. Like, just keep
Yeah,
spamming
like
it and keep it in one spot.
uh-huh. Misclicking.
Yeah, he misclicked. That's tragic. It might be over. He's not getting that back. Yeah. Out of all his traits, I definitely think floating is his best, and it's really good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 5-2. Straight to the 18. Sucks for Keyblade with that disadvantage being his ping. And he's going to lose his planet first. Or not. He still has a planet. Watch it be a ghost.
Yeah.
It's going
Yeah.
fast. Oh, dude, it was a ghost, but it wasn't enough. I think ghost will appear on some people's screens and not on others. And I think you can tell when it's just somebody else's screen whenever they start speeding up real fast. Oh, Rex here. Oh no. Wait, might be a nice. He got the luckiest trade ever. Is he gonna stop that 10?
10 should win the
Can he
game.
match with the 10? Does he have enough to defend his home? No.
I mean, 16 is an auto lose no matter what. Misclick or not.
Oh, Rek is grinding GM right now, isn't he?
Okay,
No.
Keyblade, what the heck? What the heck?
He tried to do the ping like prediction thing.
You can't do that with 250 ping.
Oh no.
I mean,
know
he's desperate, so he goes 14. He needs to win somehow, but you're just too far behind. Sam could go 17. I think he just wants to hold pressure.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
If he
Sam
would have
didn't need to
defended
take
just a
anything.
little bit better right there, he had the ships to defend that.
It was close. It was closer, but the expansion was
Ghosted.
just disgusting.
I didn't see a ghost. Unless my theory is correct. And some people get ghosts and the other people still see it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works.
There's a few bugs where I'm just like, I don't know why Phil never even attempted to fix. It kind of feels like Keyblade just gave up and he's just playing. He's just autopiloting right now.
No, he's playing decent. His floating, he's putting a lot of thought into his floating. But the 31's just essential. That's somewhere he lacks, I think, is his expansion.
Look, yeah, abort. No.
Yeah.
Why'd you move?
I mean, if Sand agrees. Okay, Yoda just takes it upon himself.
I mean, really, it doesn't matter. It's 9-2. And Sand's not really disagreeing right now. We're voicing it.
Yeah, 30.
It's sad that I know exactly how he's feeling right now.
What?
Just, well, you know too. It's like whenever you're still learning and you just feel completely outclassed.
Oh. Well, I think Keyblade has a slightly bigger ego than most players around his skill level. So
He does.
he's probably thinking slightly that he should be beating Sand maybe, or at least matching him in score all the way until the end of the set.
Yeah, he definitely sees himself as. I mean,
Yeah, he doesn't
You saw what he said. He's like he's closing in on Rex's skill.
exactly. He doesn't think of himself as like the same crowd as like Silver or Archidor.
Oh, definitely not. That's why he gets so mad when he loses to him.
Yeah.
Which he is the same crowd. I mean, he's good, and maybe even with a better ping, he would be better. But
I mean, this is actually good performance by Sam though. Like I don't even do this good versus Keyblade a lot.
yeah, Sand's
Like
playing
11-2
really well.
is solid.
Straight to
Yeah.
13 branch. Oh, that was fast by Sand, dude.
Pulls back.
See,
Gets
nice.
the cap anyway.
He gets it before Keyblade.
Sand's playing very
Keyblade,
solid
it's still
right
a 0.
now. Yeah. I gotta give Sand credit here.
What? Okay.
Yeah, so he just gets the 8. And then he can always match.
Keyblade should win this.
Really?
Yeah.
Sand had the 8 most of the time. 21.
Sand just misclicked.
Okay, you can't rush 21, and yeah, the -4 misclick isn't any better. I feel like Sand should have won that.
When I said that though, Keyblade was holding it float, and he did have prod.
True. True.
But as soon as I said it, he dropped his float. So I don't know. That's a nice win. Get to 3. There's no shame in that. Straight to the 22 and 4.
Naturally, Sand expands first or fastest.
Nice float by Keyblade. I thought he was about to drop
Yeah, but
that planet.
Keith got the float.
He's doing some cool little floats, yeah, where he's like splitting it up. Like I really thought he had him
He
right
did?
there.
Yeah, yeah. He's actually very lazy with his reinforcement, though. If you watch him,
Yeah, he's like double tap or not. He's just boxing everything.
yeah, he boxes instead of tunnels a lot. There's a misclick.
-11, and he was already down.
So not only is his ping making him slow, but he also just mechanically is lazy. And that makes him a pretty slow player overall.
Yeah, I mean it sucks. Like that's something he can control. You can't really blame that on
Yeah,
anybody
the
but
mechanic
yourself.
aspect for sure. But he does make up for it with floating.
Like that. That was a nice cap. He He's still down for sure. Like, there's a large gap to overcome if he wants to come back.
And on a map like this, it's tricky.
Dude, Sand is being aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
These are some... That's hard to combat. Or combat. Yeah. God damn. And another misclick to finish it off. Oh, Sand's being toxic. Gonna complain about a win.
Right.
Alright,
Maybe he was waiting
4-11.
for a quick. Yeah.
Oh, this should
Pulls
be
back.
Keyblade's game.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
like what he did. I like
beautiful.
what he did. That was great. He needs to hold
He got
that
the pressure.
and
He
get more
got the
pressure.
prod. Sam just did like super solid defense though.
It was.
That reminded me of Croissant. Like Croissant pulls off these crazy
This
mechanical
man's
defenses
defense is
sometimes.
so annoying. Alright, 27 for Keyblade.
No,
Ow.
19's just suicide, right?
Alright, 27's. Or just double tap.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
that
thinking
works.
27. Like just the rush is too strong. Those planets are too spread out,
It's a diamond instead of a triangle.
and the 47's in the way.
Like, triangle's already a weak ass shape. You make it into a diamond, it's over. Alright. You know what? 4 is a respectful number against Sand. I'm expecting him to get at least 3 more wins before this is over. Nice, he got Sand's mid and he held both of them for like half a second. That's something.
I think Sand's still up.
He is. But he's about to capture his mid. So now it's over. This is such an annoying shape for a player like me. Like, you can't tunnel. There's no tunneling here. You have to be really good with your timing.
I just don't like how difficult it is to get your float out. Like, there's really only one logical path, and that's to tunnel to your middle planet in the cluster, and then push to mid, and then send out from mid. But it's just like a misclick central with all those tiny planets, and yeah, Sand was ahead from the start, though. And now he just needs one more win.
24-9. Keyblade is gonna leave it on 0 and rush 28. Can he?
I mean, do you
He's
really
gotta
have
get
any
pretty
other
lucky.
option though when you're that slow?
Alright. What?
Oh my god. What?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a mechanical failure. The whole set for Keyblade. Cool floating though. That was a fun set.
A little Jujutsu Kaisen quote for him.
We are close in skill, Keyblade.
Sand is toxic.
God.
Dude, this is how you used to talk to me when I was new.
Well, he doesn't like bad players. Speaking up to him.
Carnival. Bro, this guy was like the biggest letdown. Carnival? I don't know. I expected a lot more out of him because he used to be dedicated, bro. And he never got past yellow flag. But never showed. So Deadwood gets disqualified again?
I guess because he didn't show back up.
Who's 4 hours late? Carnival, bud. You're like 5 weeks late. That's true. If Gamma wasn't considered the best, he would have been disqualified. Is Sam gonna join the chat?
Mm. Well, I don't think he is because he wants to play me now. We're just trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah. Should have Reclamation come. Or Keyblade.
Hmm.
Yeah, Silver makes it to semifinals.
Oh shit. Yeah, who records this?
Reclamation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep my stream up, but it'll probably drop for at least a portion.
Yeah, and then just no casting
I mean,
probably.
it only takes me a
Unless
minute to get it back up, but that's like
right.
2, maybe 3 games possibly. So,
Okay.
yeah. If I do drop, you guys can just pull it from this and then edit it into yours right whenever it drops and then put it back to mine with commentary.
What's good, Suki?
Hello. Are you gonna join the lobby so you can see?
Yeah, let me just, there we go.
Galaxy expanded a little faster here, and he has the ship lead at the very minimum. They both have about the same float. Galaxy's just pulling ahead.
Yeah, I'm surprised Galaxy didn't keep the float alive there. He only had, what, like 15 ships going there?
Yeah, it kind of goes against his usual style.
But Sand has the 39, Galaxy matches it, but Sand doesn't have the 38 yet.
Yeah, it might just be the right move since they're so far apart to just get that quick prod lead. Because this is going to be where defense is stronger than offense.
Yeah. Well, Galaxy goes for the side planets. Gets a couple caps there.
You know, I don't typically 26 would be bad, but in this scenario, I think it's very...
I think the 26 is fine here.
Alright, well, what is Sand doing? Oh. Press away. Guess we'll wait for him to come back. Alright, there he is. Alright, Galaxy
Okay, going
establishes the
into
lead.
second game. Both players go for it. It looks like Sand has sent more here than Galaxy.
You know what I just realized? They probably forgot that I changed the skin for my planets whenever they asked me to cast this. So it's just going to look completely different from the rest of the video.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Galaxy, they should be about even now that Sand got a capture, but
They're still being pretty careful, I would say.
yeah, Sand has a very strong float. Alright, he just left his side planet and Galaxy's going to go for it.
You have to watch out. Galaxy's always just
Ooh, Sand's
sneaking
about to capture
around
that.
in your backside, like
Galaxy also got it.
all
They're
the time.
still even. If Galaxy lands on that little edge planet right there, he should capture it. I don't think he saw how much Sand took out of it.
Sand's doing a great job defending this.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, it's like Sand plays either down or up to his enemy. Oh no.
Oh, and that's gonna end it.
That's tragic, because he was in the lead.
I was watching these two play each other in the custom server last night, and it looks like both Sand and Galaxy have the same style of floating.
Well, I think
Like the score was
difference
pretty
is
even against each other, which surprised me.
Sand is a lot quicker to land than Galaxy is, whereas Galaxy, he waits for you to give up your flow, and then he just keeps a consistent pressure, and he tries not to allow you to get another float on him. No, see? It kind of worked out just like how I just said, but Sand did retaliate. Galaxy's gonna get the recap, but he did a lot of damage there on offense.
See if Sand can get those ships back that he lost from those caps.
This is a hard map on the offensive point of view.
Both players take the front,
Galaxy
and not
lost
just
his a little bit longer.
going back to this.
Oh, Galaxy gets it back. Oh, that is tragic.
I think that might end it
Galaxy
right
gets
there.
A lot there, yeah. It's over, but it looks like Sand does not want to give any chance to that.
Sand is just attacking one side like this whole time.
3-0.
Like I feel like Sand got into the mental trap where you know you're down, so you attack more, but you don't float as much.
Galaxy's gonna go for the 10. Harder to defend, but it's really a.
And he's gonna match it late.
Yep,
I think
that's
Sand
fine.
should have the advantage here. He's got so many ships over Galaxy.
So if I was Sand, what do you think about that 16 if you hold pressure?
16. I mean, he would have to go for the top side. 16.
Yeah, right next to him, and it's guarded by that little cluster. The only issue being how much space there is, and it's very hard to defend. So it would really come down to your defensive skill versus their offensive skill.
Oh, big cap right there on his home.
Yeah, Sand should win this, but Galaxy doesn't have a big enough float that just a single mistake could end it.
Galaxy wants to go for Sand's home here.
Alright, Sand needs to reinforce his float. Alright, good job. Sand might get the cap.
I feel like that's gonna cap. Oh, that's close.
It was probably on 1 or 2. I wouldn't land just because he's reinforcing it with everything.
Yeah, now you're in danger. If you drop a cap, then it's almost even again.
Sand lost it. Sand could go 20. But that leaves opportunity for the 44, but I mean, Galaxy's just not going to have that many ships. Oh no.
Galaxy just read him too well.
Mm-hmm.
4-0, not a good start for your Sand.
Galaxy's going to rush that. That is a lot of prod to rush over basically 40.
Yeah, only now does he get the 1 and the 3. I think it's over.
Yeah. Sand
That was a
really
great
quick
take
to
by
get it.
Sand. He's got 1 on the board. Galaxy captures first, and Sand does not get 1 response.
I wish Sand did not land, and he would have went for the 12 while he had Galaxy on defense. Instead of kind of.
Yeah, but he did get the 12 first, so he's gotten back some ships.
Alright. Sand's gonna lose his little back planet, I feel like. Ooh, I would. Okay. Sand's gonna lose his side planet. That's a lot of ships coming in. Maybe not. Ooh, that was a nice
and he
cap.
takes it. Oh,
something.
wow.
It's something. Alright, he might lose his middle planet though.
Sand should probably keep attacking from the top side. Just
Sand's
working
at a
out for him.
disadvantage right now, even if he has the ship lead. That is a really strong float.
Galaxy's got to get at least something off of this.
It'd be pretty hard not to. Like, look, he could just keep landing at that side planet, and it's really hard for Sand to really. Oh no, he got ghosted.
The ghost.
If Sand defends
He's
this,
getting
that'll be
worried.
pretty impressive.
That middle fleet is slowly burning ships off. He's got to land soon.
This was some really
good
good
he
defense.
Doesn't even get a cab.
Wow, that was very impressive defense by Sand. That was the size of a float that you would typically, when it's a very good player like Galaxy, you would definitely see somebody drop something.
Yeah.
Especially in a situation like that where his little island planet was cut off like that. So.
Yeah, no, Sand did a really great job there. But at the end, I feel like Galaxy's target planet was pretty easy to figure out.
I think you got to go through the 11 and straight through mid. I think they played that wrong. Oh, good job,
Well, if you take
Sand,
both
with the
fives,
float.
like, does that really work?
It depends. If he takes the 26, it works. Because then that, I mean, you're still down in prod, but you're way closer at that point, and you can just bull rush through them. That's something that you would do, probably, and win, since you have the really fast tunnels. You'd be able to pull that off.
But Sand's almost evened up the score now. It's 4-3. Galaxy's early lead hasn't gone the way he planned it.
Right. Galaxy needs that 9, but I think it's going to get dropped by Sand's fleet. Yep.
Yep, it's over.
Well, yeah, it's over.
Just don't die to the ghost, Sand. It looked like Sam was going for the tiny 3 in the corner there. That would have been interesting.
Oh yeah, Galaxy won.
Both players are trying to go for the swap here. Sam gets the home though. Galaxy gets both edges.
Yeah,
but
should win this.
In this case, the sides aren't worth enough. Okay, next game. Definitely. Oh, Sand doesn't take the 32, opting to rush instead.
Well, Sand's already doing better versus Galaxy than I did. I think 4 was like my final score. Actually, it might have been 3.
Yeah, no, Galaxy's a very tough opponent. Having beaten Gamma the first round of the tournament really speaks volumes here.
Right. He did lose the second round, their rematch, but it wasn't by a large margin, and you could definitely tell he wasn't playing like he was the previous time. So if he wins this, it's going to come down to another rematch between the two of them in finals.
Right, because who left is in the tournament that like actually poses a threat to this man?
Well, our bracket was really the only ones that you would consider able to beat him.
Yeah, so if Sand loses, that's like our last hope. Yeah. Besides Gamma.
Well, there's Reclamation.
I don't know. I haven't seen Rec playing too hot lately. Didn't you beat him, Suki?
I mean, I've been beating him in our little casual games lately. We haven't really set since I first came back, like 2 weeks ago. But whenever I first came back, he did beat me pretty bad. But, you know, I was also rusty, so I'm not sure how much that really speaks. And my style also kind of counters Rex. Just kind of like how my style, it counters yours a little bit.
Yeah, I would definitely think so too. Galaxy goes for the 42 while having the float. It's a bold move. Let's see if Sand can make something happen here.
Interesting, because nobody truly counters his style. But he's very... Like, it's never dependent on who he plays. It's dependent on how he's playing. Right?
Good
doesn't.
attempt by Sand there, but unfortunately, Galaxy is just too reactive to what he was planning.
Right. Though 5 to 6 is very impressive, regardless. So
I foresee this going to like 15, 12, 15, 13.
I think it's gonna stay kind of even up until we get around 10, and then it's gonna kind of split off, and Galaxy's gonna take the lead, or maybe even right now. Galaxy usually plays not his best for the first half of the set, but then the second half he becomes like way better.
Right. He's definitely
Galaxy,
sped up now. Sand hits a 0.
yeah, Galaxy has some pretty good defense here, while he's also sending offensive attacks. Or just attacks, that's what offense is.
Now it's just an unfortunate expansion from Sand there. Now he's losing 8 to 5.
Now he's typing, which is never good.
Galaxy gets the cap lead while being overexpanding, so I don't. This is just not good. That's something that Galaxy loves to do a lot. He floats and then overexpands and then immediately lands when you try to rush it.
Looks like
It's just such an
Sam's
annoying
trying to
strategy.
talk.
Taking all 4 mids.
Were they all zeros? I didn't see.
Yeah, they were all 4 zeros, so that's an
And
insane
he got the
advantage.
trade.
What a map, though. Honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of like I said, like, it's pretty easy to keep up with Galaxy for the first 5 games or so, but then he just starts taking off. And he's much more confident now than he was versus Gamma today, expansion-wise. I don't know if you were there for that, but
Yeah, I might have missed it, but I totally agree with Galaxy's attitude towards the set. Like, if he notices that you aren't putting up much of a fight as he thought you were going to do, then he just rolls away.
Alright, so earlier, he was kind of sitting there. He would put his ships going one direction, and then he'd change his mind about what he wanted, and then tunnel the complete opposite direction. And that happened about in like 4 of the games that he lost versus Gamma. Whereas now versus Sand, he's kind of just taking off and doing exactly
Sand
what he
needs like
wants
a
to.
good 4-game winning streak if he wants to stay in this right now.
It's going to be very difficult to do. There's 2 zeros on the map, so, and it looks like Sand did send more to both of them, so if he holds, he should win this. And he has the
Oh,
float.
great hold. Love that hold. And he gets the cap.
22? I like the 22. And the 23. Or the 38, honestly. Just to connect them. Make your defense easier. And it's not rushable either. He has the lead.
Yeah.
He's able to do the 38.
Give me like one more cap, then I would consider a 38. Oh,
Well,
a bait?
you don't even need the cap. Alright, 38. Instant match. That's what I would do. Galaxy took the 17. You could establish prod right here and now. Why did he change?
I would have gone for the home there. Galaxy was telling away from it. He still lost, though.
Yeah. Well, when he took the 17, I feel like the correct answer would have been automatically take the 38. It's more prod. I mean, the worst that would
Yeah,
happen
I guess
is
Sam was worried that if he took the
you both take
38,
it.
Galaxy would immediately pounce on him and then take his own 38.
Alright, straight to... Oh, Sand should win.
Straight through middle. That's the correct strategy, and there you go.
This is going to make Galaxy slow down now. He's not going to be expanding as fast.
Just as I predicted before, it's going to be a 4-game winning streak for Sam.
All right. 16 or 32?
The 16 does seem pretty strong here.
But
Your opponent
it's
can't really
less
attack
prod.
it.
And if you take the 32, they're not going to match it, and you're going to have prod for the rest of the game. Well, that's just
32
my
is
mindset.
even smaller than the 16.
No, is it? No, it's not. It's bigger. By 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 prod.
Oh yeah, you're right. But the 32 was risky as hell anyways. No one in the right mind would take that over the 16.
Well, I would take it after you took the 16, right? And that's just to kind of trap you, right? Because you're not going to take the 32 next. Because it's too close. But I'm going to sit there with prod. That's just how I play.
But if you take the 16 first, then you're like at least 20 ships up by the time the opponent takes the 16. Their 16. I mean 32.
Yeah, but there was a... Well, I don't remember the map anymore. I was going to say there's a lot of distance, but I'm not sure. I forgot. I'm on the map now. Alright. Galaxy took the 35.
I would not have landed there.
Yeah, Sand should... Well, not now. It's a little early to take that. But the 23?
He doesn't get it now.
It's a little late. Maybe if it was instantaneous.
Okay, it's not over yet. It's 12 to 8.
Alright, nice tunnel
Oh,
straight
big
through
map.
the middle.
Take the 8 and 15.
Yeah, you gotta take all of it. The 21s are just saving you to take everything. Oh, Sand's gonna lose this one.
Oh, that was Sam was not ready for that surprise
Galaxy
landing.
and you both
by
do
Galaxy.
that, and it's so annoying to play against. Where you just like 100% trade if I'm trying to recap a planet. It's so brutal if you do it right.
Yeah.
17.
Oh, here we have a
15.
repeat. They don't go for the middle 15.
Galaxy should have, because he didn't take the 20, and now he's going to. He went for it really late. Sand should be able to pull out of this. Yeah.
Great take by Sand.
Yeah, Galaxy was pretty indecisive on that map.
It was a tricky one. You had like 3 different planets you could take there. They're all the same size.
Took it way faster. That mid 15. As soon as Sand took the 20 over there, I'm taking that middle 15.
Oh, don't die to this, Sand.
Yeah, this one might be over. Galaxy's been ahead in expansion, and he got a bunch of captures already.
Sand, you gotta pick something, man.
47.
Take the 37. Don't take the 37.
He's gonna rush the 47. Is it rushable right now though? Because he's pretty far behind in both expansion and captures. I think it's winnable for Sand. Still. All right, tunnel backwards.
Just 2 or 3
Force
captures
him
and you
to
got
move
it.
back. Force him to move back. Keep spamming. It's over.
Okay, keep floating, Sand.
It's over. He lost his float.
Hey guys.
Hey man.
What up?
Is that Keyblade or Yoda?
Yoda, yep.
Alright.
My mic and my AirPods were working, so this whole time trying to get them reset.
You know, I paid
Gotcha.
more attention today to the chat than I did the actual tournament. It's
I'm
pretty
just trying to
funny.
get Yusuk to actually play someone. The funny thing is he doesn't even know, but
Well,
I'm
just
actually one of the ones who thinks he'll be really good if he actually starts playing again.
Yeah, Yusuke is just,
he's
I
trolling.
don't know, being like arrogant.
Yeah, very.
Alright, well, Sand took the 14. Galaxy did not, but Galaxy is establishing pressure.
Yeah.
Alright, now he
And then
takes it 'cause it didn't work.
with
Alright,
two
Sand's gonna
isolated
get the
sides,
side
it seems like this
capture.
is very punishable. Yep, he just
Just
Should
straight
Sand
swap
up
take the
scored.
18?
sides.
I don't think you can take the 18. Never mind. Not in Sand's position. Maybe
Oof. Yeah,
Oh, Sand is slightly ahead.
he needs to hold this float and stop landing. Oh, he got 2
It's
captures.
honestly the cleanest he's played in a long time. Just, I mean,
Well, he's doing
within the
better
last
against Galaxy than
week.
I do.
Yeah, he's
Well,
on top of everything right now. He takes both sides. Great job by
Galaxy-
Sand.
Galaxy also, it seems to me, I mean, I only watched a little bit of the set versus Gamma, but he's really not playing as loose and
10 is a very respectable
fast as he
number
normally does.
to get against Galaxy.
No, that's really good. No matter, even if Galaxy's having an off day, 10 against him is great.
Dang, bro, he is being oh no, missed.
Oh, that's tragic.
Rage quit.
Epic that that's what the set ended on.
The rage quit after it makes it too perfect.
But yeah,
Oh,
freaking
that's hilarious.
that Yusuke guy, bro. This man loves to talk about me and then not play me.
Yeah,
So-
he's a troll, and he's also arrogant. So
I mean, yeah, I was literally sitting here not even saying a word to him, and he's like, "Hey, how far did you make it in the tournament? So you didn't, so you're out, right?" I'm like, "Bro,
Obviously, I'm a host. Like, you play Gamma.
I know."
and his claim is that he played a little bit against Gamma and saw that it is different than in 2015. But anybody who's not the very, very top clearly doesn't have a chance to win a single game against him, which is the most ridiculous take I've ever heard.
I
Yeah,
bet Silver
the better
Shadow
players got better,
could run
but the
Yusuke a
medium
good.
players stayed the
Give
same.
Yusuke a good run
Doesn't
for his
make
money
sense.
right now.
Yeah, it definitely would take him some matches to really get back into the rhythm, and I think he would adjust pretty quickly, but it would definitely take several
So my argument isn't
days,
that
weeks of actually playing.
my argument about him isn't that he couldn't be good again. All right, he could definitely be good again. I'm a strong believer that anybody can be good. My argument is that him in his prime of all time, where he has been already, would lose to somebody that's average right now, because
Oh,
the
yeah,
skill ceiling has
100%.
already risen.
I don't agree with he loses somebody average. I don't think I would beat him in his prime. And if you concern me about the average of the Elam community right now, then I don't think I would beat him in his prime.
No, I think you would stand a good chance, Yoda. I mean, don't
I
discredit
really
yourself.
do. It's like it's hard to realize how much better anybody improves just by playing over the years, because everybody's improving, right?
Yeah,
We're talking about
the thing is
somebody
that
7 years ago that hasn't played since, or like 10 years ago, and you've been playing.
but to
this
his point,
entire
people
time.
were grinding. There were tons of. I mean, there were on Mako's ELO ratings list at the time. I mean, there was 100 people on the ELO ratings list. I mean, there were just tons of people grinding at the time. So yes, the meta has evolved, and people have learned a little bit more
So-
advanced tactics and improvements and understanding floats and everything. But at the same time, it's not like floating was completely non-existent. I think that's kind of the discrepancy of the way people talk about it versus what's the reality is. It's not like floating didn't exist. It's just that people have really refined the technique.
You know, and players like Yusuke and Mutation, all these players from whatever generation they're from, they completely hate floating. Mutation especially.
Yeah.
This man is like the most annoying person.
Well, Mutation was never very good. I mean, even at his best, he thinks he would play at a total dead time in Elam history. Where, yeah, sure, he was one of the best 5 players at the time, but there literally was only like 8 people playing Elam. So I mean,
Yeah,
that doesn't say
no.
much. Like he was about even with me at the time, and I'm way better now than I was at that time, and there was just nobody playing. So
Yeah. I don't know.
um,
I can ignore
Go ahead, sir.
Mutation because he doesn't even really have like a reputation to be talking about Eliminator players right now, and nobody's gonna listen to what he's saying. But Yusuke, he has this reputation, and he's just using that reputation to badmouth every player today. Like, we caught
Yeah.
him in a lobby talking
Mhm.
crap about the players of today to some random noob who just opened chat for the first time. He was telling him how good he is and how bad everybody else is. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, obviously the local red flag isn't going to pose you a threat.
Right.
Yeah, and he is a big troll. So I mean, that's just. I mean, there was so much. If you go back and look at any of the random conversations that took place on forums or some of the random videos that people had of back then, I mean, there was just the level of trash talking and deriding each other between people like Blanket and Yusuke and whatnot. I mean, it just was nonstop. So I mean, this is kind of just his personality.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's just, I think, put on just as a troll. But
I think it's pretty obvious he's trolling right now. If he's not trolling, then he's just, delusional. But let's
Yeah.
assume he is.
it's 90%
He is
of troll.
trolling because I'm like 100% he's
Yeah.
trolling.
Yeah, but there's a little. I mean, you can
it's
still
just
see though. There's a little bit in there of just like his arrogance too. Like he is 90% trolling, but he also thinks that I think he legitimately thinks that essentially people haven't improved at all over time, and that basically he would immediately be right at the very top.
I know he says this
with
game
0.
isn't competitive because
Right.
there's only like 30 players that actually play Eliminator, so it's not competitive. He was trying
Except
to
for
tell
that,
me
the
this
top
isn't a
players
multiplayer
remain
game.
consistent throughout.
He tried
Yeah.
to tell me this isn't a multiplayer game. I'm like, are you? I just pasted him the freaking
Definition of multiplayer.
Like, you only need 2 players for it to be multiplayer, right? So,
Exactly.
well, he's definitely good at trolling though. Like, you could see earlier, he had everybody arguing against him. Even if
And
he
then
that's
he tried
why
to
I-
claim that like
back.
Basson would like 1v2 people.
Dude, he would get destroyed.
Yeah, and he's talking about doing it. And I mean, the thing is that I know exactly what he means. Which if he actually legitimately would try that, he would want to be doing it on like 64 plus. It's like sure, he's 64 plus. That's all when he played
So you
tons
just take everything?
of his career on 64 planets. Like sure, great, yeah. You basically just take everything, and if you're super fast and spamming, the other people haven't ever done it. Yeah,
No one
okay,
played
great.
this. That's such a cop from fucking Yusuke. No one played 64 Planet Elim. It was ASIM FFA.
Yeah,
That's like completely different. Like no one played 64 fucking planets Elim. No
I'll
one
take
did that.
I'll take on Yusuke on 64 Planet Symmetry.
yeah. I want to see.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
an
I
iPad?
mean, you don't even need symmetry to beat him though. 64, you don't even need sim to beat him. You still just take everything. I mean,
Hassan,
Yeah,
if you
because
had
he
an iPad
literally
on
just
64
he
planets,
spams. He doesn't have any control of his like actions. He just spams. Like he's bad. He's bad. Yeah.
But it's obvious he's trolling though. There's no way he actually thinks the things he says. It just wouldn't make sense.
that's why I decided to go into full on troll mode against him, just because I figured instead of him making people like Archer demand how stupid he was being, I'd just
Dude,
turn him with just as ridiculous, the same level of ridiculousness.
my like only issue is that he loves to talk trash about anybody and everybody except for Gamma. Because if you're not Gamma, you're not good, right? They
That's
love
such
to
and yeah.
they
that's
love to
such a
ride each
cop
other.
out too.
They love to ride each
Yeah.
other, no matter what. But it's the fact that he's trash talking all these people that would beat him and telling them he's better, and then he says he has nothing to prove, but he'll sit here and argue for
And-
4
yeah.
hours and then say he doesn't care about the game.
That's why
Man
that's
really
one
did
of the
just
offensive
argue the
troll.
entire tournament on
Yeah, I
Saturday.
know.
Like the whole thing.
The
What a way to
entire
spend your
thing.
Saturday afternoon.
I know. Yeah, I know, right?
Bro,
Like I was honestly surprised.
Which proves he does actually care about the game in sense.
Of course he
just-
cares about the
yeah.
game. Bro, he's posting tutorials talking about, oh, I'm going to play Galcon 3 or oh, I'm not going to play Galcon 3. Yo, he's more invested than most people. He might, dude, I guarantee maybe like once, like if we all say, oh, we're going to retire, I guarantee he starts playing every day. Like,
Dude.
if we all-
He also
all the good
He also
players
tries to,
disappear
like,
so
turn
he
it
could come
actually
back and be the
personal, too.
best.
Yeah, we should actually do that. We should say like, oh, what none of us
In
playing,
head.
and all just make an alt and see what he does.
And then just pretend to be these randoms and just destroy
Yeah.
him.
yeah. I'll play on 60. I'll play on his 48 planet, but only FFA. I'm not playing fucking 48 planet Elim. This is ridiculous. Like,
Bro,
Well, I take credit for breaking you out of your funk. That's the cleanest I've seen you play Sand
Yeah,
in
when you
quite a while.
When you guys were arguing
Yeah,
earlier in the chat, I just kept every freaking little noob that would join the lobby where I could think of. I was like, him versus Yusuke show match, and he kept getting so
He
mad
kept
about it.
saying no. No, like, yeah, I said to Galaxy before the tournament, I said, okay, I'm gonna sacrifice my hand today, for better or for worse. I'm gonna play as like 100% of my ability. I'm not gonna like hold back, because usually I hold back so I don't do damage, but this time,
Well, you
I,
did
like
really
halfway
good.
through my set with Galaxy, I couldn't feel my fingers, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep playing. I don't care. So
Yeah, bro. I mean, you did like what 4 times better than I did versus Galaxy. So
yeah, but you
I
weren't
was
playing. You weren't playing normally, so it doesn't matter.
I'm
Galaxy
telling
was
you,
also
it's
definitely not his most normal confident self
Yeah,
today.
he
He was
wasn't
just more
playing so
hesitant than
hot
I
today.
definitely played more hesitant than normal for sure.
Yeah,
oh yeah, Galaxy. You were even hesitating versus Sand a little bit at the end, but you were pretty confident. With
I
your
mean,
expansion.
Sam threw me off. I was like, "What the fuck? Who is this guy?"
Dude, his floats were insane. I was like,
Yeah, yeah. No, Sam played incredible today. Like, I know that he ended up losing just barely to Rack and then to me, but like compared to how he usually would be, and then like that's just an honorable way to go. You know, you have to respect it.
I just wish that it didn't end on a misclick. That is so.
Dude,
Yeah,
I was like,
that
was
last
so
map.
annoying.
dude, it
That
would
was
be on a
that was
misclick though.
Absolutely
For you. Like, that's how
tragic.
you go out.
And it was such a good map too.
It was a good map. That was like
It's like,
your
oh yeah,
type of
Sam's got
map.
the expansion.
was.
He's gonna attack. Oh, whoops. Nope. Never mind.
Yeah, it was my map. It was it was my kind of map, dude. Ah.
Yeah, I saw that map. I was like, "Oh no, this man's about
So
to
is
have
that it
11
for today?
wins."
Yeah, no,
No,
that's
yeah,
it for
that's
today.
yeah.
So first thing tomorrow is Rec versus Gamma. That's the first.
Gamma